Hello everyone. Welcome to my messy desk as I pick cat hair off my binder. Oh my goodness. Hello. Happy New Year. It's been a little while, not too long this time. And it's a new year, which for us planner and stationery people is always so exciting because everything's new, right? So I thought I would just show you I know that they call it something, Techo Kaigu or something like that. I thought I'd show you mine for this year, and I've got three things. One of them is brand new. In fact, I'm not sure if I'll show that one yet. No, probably not, because it's really for my writing project. It's not so much for my planning and journaling. But I have the same setup as I talked about, I think, in the last video, as I've had forever. Not forever, but since last year. It worked really well for me. I don't have any reason to change. So the one thing I did is I got a cover for my Hobonichi weeks because I got pretty beat up last year, and this way I can throw it in my bag. The only thing is, I didn't realize this when I got it, but it has no pen loop. So I've just been taking a hair scrunchie and putting it around it when I throw it in my bag, if I do. The thing, I rarely need to take this anywhere. If I travel and stuff, I sometimes take it with me. But this is from a really nice little shop on Etsy, and I'll leave a link to it in the description box. It took a while to receive, but it's really nice. I thought the prices were reasonable. She has sales. And it's that Nina Perhonen fabric, which is just beautiful. I loved it so much. And the inside is made almost exactly like a Hobonichi cover. And they don't even make covers like this for the weeks. So I was pretty excited to find it. It has the two little bookmarks. And then it's got pockets in the back, which I use for stickers, weather stickers and other things. My financial information for when I pay my bills, that's all in here. And then I've got some pockets here for things, and then I keep all my random stickers in a little Midori envelope, so they're nice and contained, and then I just take them out when I want to use them. So I've set it up exactly the same way as before. Up in front here is my financial stuff, so I don't need to show you that. But my basic calendar is just a basic calendar. I mean, I don't even decorate it. It's just to write things down when I make appointments, right? And it just gets fuller and fuller as the month gets closer. And then on the daily pages, the weekly pages, I should say, I do decorate them minimally, but mostly I'm just using it to track my daily appointments, like people I'm meeting with, things I have to do, and then my task list, which I mark off with the days of the week. It's really, really simple. There's nothing that special about it, right? So, but I do decorate those pages because it makes it fun to look at during the day. And then this is the week's mega, and so I'm actually using it to do a little bit of I wouldn't even call it commonplacing. These are notes for work, for projects that I've got going for work. So that's really my planner, my scheduling, right? And for my wool gathering book, which is everything from my journal to all of my own thoughts and writings go in there, quotes, articles that I'm reading that I want to remember parts of, quotes from books that I'm reading, everything, and also for notes for my manuscripts that I'm working on, all go in this Midori MD notebook. I don't know what it's called, but it's the thicker A5. It's thick, right? A normal one is like half this, if that. So it's got a lot of pages, and it doesn't have bookmarks or anything. What it has is it's got these tearaway little tabs that you can tear off if you need to, but I don't. I leave them and I put the page number because, and so this is the Midori book in the clear cover. You can buy clear cover for it. This is the second year that I've used this clear cover. They hold up really well. I decorate the front with some stickers. I decorated here. I put the day that I started it, right, and the year. And then I never write on this first page because it's kind of attached. And then I made an index. And the index will be, just like in my other one, which I did on a separate page because I forgot to do it when I first started it. If there's an article or something really specific that I want to remember where it is, I put the page number and the topic. And I left 5 pages for index, which I probably won't need, but there it is. And then over here is the key. I have a copper sticker if it's things from me, writings from me, my own hand. Gold sticker for things from others, so commonplacing or wool gathering. This whole thing is wool gathering. I would say this is commonplacing when you say things from others. And then all things related to my fiction writing. So all things story, and I have silver and holographic depending on my mood. And then it's the same, you know, I'll decorate for the day. And then here's my color coding sticker, and I just write until I don't want to write anymore, whatever it is. I open this book and it goes in here. Now, I usually just keep it like this on my desk, but if I'm going out, I put it in this folder, and I keep my extra stickers here. I've got stickers back here as well. This one came a little damaged, but it's okay. I've got various ephemera that I use for decorating. Here are my stickers, right? And these are in a Hobonichi folder, an A5 folder, and I just stick it right in here. Oh, no, it's this one. And so it's all there ready to go, and it has the pen loop so I can close it. And this is from the same person that made my cover for the weeks. So that's new. I have to say I like my other cover better. I have a dandelion cover, and I'm going to switch it over in the next couple days. This one is just a little bit small. I really like it, but it's a little bit small. So I might use it for a regular A5 for something else, another project or whatever. So this was my last one. This one I go through these every 3 months, I guess, or so. This is the one that I started in October of 2023. And again, same thing. Here's my color coding. The color coding was a little different in this one. So this was for classes that I was taking. And these were notes from my classes. And then here, this was my own work. And so it continues here. And I don't use a new sticker until it changes. And so I decorate with washi tape and little stickers and always some sparkle. And I have different pens that I use. I just keep it. And this is what I had a little bit of a different, colorway. And I think I talked about that here. I went from sort of like beige and blush colors to more colors of the stone tourmaline, and I think I actually documented that in here when I made the switch. Yeah, here's tourmaline, and I actually talked about the color change right here. These are the colors that I'm currently using. I'll show you. I went a little bit crazy with fountain pens the other day and got them all out and re-inked them. I was feeling like it. So I put projects that we did on Patreon that I really loved. These were 2 that we did not too long ago. I do my tarot decks. I test pens. I mean, it's just, here, this is for my yoga teacher training, my setups for certain postures. It's just really everything. This book, my grandchildren, this Christmas decorations, everything. So it's a true representation of my mind, body, and spirit at this time, right? It's got everything in here. And so this will be an archive, if my children want to look through them or whatever. It's just a true archive. And it's also a place for me to reference things. It's everything. It's like my little encyclopedia of my life. So I can't recommend it highly enough to keep one book. Everything there. It's been so great. I don't think I'll ever change from that. With that said, let's look at, we'll just do it in here. I have not written in this today yet. So we'll decorate a page and I'll show you some of the new fountain pens. No, they're not new fountain pens. They're, I just re-inked things. You can see some of it here. I was playing with it yesterday. I just keep one of these little sticky tabs. I stick it in where my next page is. So like this is page 5. I pre-number, you know, up to a certain amount, 25 pages or so. So I don't have to do that every day because I would forget. Okay, so let's see. This is my little box of washi tape. These are my washi tapes and stamps. I think I haven't used this one in a while. And I truly just, I love decorating with washi tape. Sometimes I use stickers, not always. And I buy colors of washi tape that I like, right? I don't, I don't fret too much about it. And I don't have too many at a time. I always have these. I have 4 in spare. These are by Scotch Expressions 3M washi tape, and it comes in black, gold, and white glitter. And I use these every day. I love them, love them, love them. And I have 3 waiting for me because I don't want them to discontinue it and not have them. So whenever I use up another one, I order 1 or 2 more. It's crazy, but I love them and they really work. They actually stick to the page. So it might be as simple as that, right? And then I have this is my little pen pouch that holds this together. And I've got my typical pens. I always use this Jelly Roll pen, and I just put the day. So today is Friday. And it is January. And someone asked me the other day why I only write on one side of the page. Well, this might be one reason. Because this pen actually bleeds a little bit through the Midori paper. But mostly it's because of the aesthetics of it. And I can come back later and I can make notes in the margin over here in pencil if I want to, which I've done many times. And I just prefer it. I don't like the look of ghosting through other writing. It just bothers me aesthetically. Yes, okay. Is it a waste of paper? I don't know. That's your choice. For me, it's the way I need to use it, and so that's how I use it. Yeah, so I put the date. Sometimes I follow the cycles of the moon, and so I'll look that up and I'll put, so the moon is new right now, or if it's waning or waxing, it just kind of gives me an idea of the overarching energy of the gravitational pull on the planet, that kind of thing. I'm interested in it. It's not really important for everyone, but it is for me. And then I'll choose my fountain pen for the day. And so most often, if I am doing commonplacing, so I'm copying text from something else, I use a Frixion pen. I use a Pilot Frixion because that way, these are all Frixion pens. That way, if I need to erase it, I can, right? And so I've just got a selection of those because I love them. It makes it really easy. I don't mind if I mess up my own words, but I don't want to mess up someone else's words. All right. I also have this. This is a clear glitter gel. I'm sure I've talked about this before. I just use it to decorate. Sometimes I'll put, decorating is just part of it for me. It's like my little moment, I enjoy it. I don't know, guys. We just need little things in our life that give us these moments where our heart is content and we're not stressed and worrying about all the suffering in the world right now, and all the tragic things happening. So that sometimes this is self-preservation, so we can continue to go out and do the good work that we need to do, right? And for me, it's spending a few moments at my desk journaling and decorating. I mean, yeah, that's just what I love. So this is the pen that I use the most. I've talked about it ad nauseum. I'm sure you don't want to hear about it again, but it's the Pilot Vanishing Point. And that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to, normally I write. I do my morning pages, and I'll do that later, But this is, we're going to make a little list of the fountain pens I have inked, because I just went crazy over the past week inking fountain pens. I've been recovering from surgery and I haven't been able to do a whole lot. And so I've been sitting and playing with stationery a lot. This is Pilot Vanishing Point. It's the model called Stripes. And it is an expensive pen, and I got a really fabulous deal through Japan, even with, I think it was free shipping, to be honest with you. And it was too good to pass up, but it was still expensive. It was still over $200 for me, which is a lot for a fountain pen, but I love this pen. It is my very favorite. This is a medium nib, which is like the bounciest, cushiest, most yummy nib. And the ink is Pilot Iro Shizuku. And the color is Fuyu Syogan, which is the perfect sort of neutral gray. I love it. Okay, so that's that. And those stay in here. So if I'm running out the door and I want to bring my journal, I just pop this on. It keeps the book shut. It's great. This is by Midori. I don't remember where I got it, to be honest with you. I've had it. It's fabulous. It holds just enough. But my other, and I've got a whole bunch in here, but no fountain pens. Oh, no, that's not true. I have this one in here because I put it in here yesterday when I left. I'll show you this one too. So that's just miscellaneous scissors and glue and stuff. So this fountain pen is incredibly special. Let me just check my camera. Okay. It was sent to me as a gift, and I mean, I'm still overwhelmed by it, by a person who's very dear to me all the way across the world in Kuwait. And she's very dear to me, and she sent this to me as a gift, and I'm still kind of blown away by it. This is a pen by Bungu Box. They are in collaboration with Sailor, who makes some of my very, very favorite pens. It came in this little green pouch, and it is from the Studio Ghibli film, the Bamboo Princess, Princess Kayugua. I can never say her name right, but it's my very favorite Studio Ghibli film, and it is this peachy pink, translucent, full with silver and gold glitter pen. It's a resin body. And then on the top, it's got a mother of pearl moon with 2 gold lightning bolts, right? And then on the beautiful gold medium nib, there is a piece of bamboo engraved onto it. This pen, so I have in it right now a mixture of 2 Sailor inks, and I think it's Yoi and Amayoi. So this is the Bungu Box. It writes like a dream. It's the bamboo cutter. And it's a medium 14 karat nib. Sailor makes these pens, and the ink is Sailor, Yoi, and I think it's Amayoi. So it's a mixture of 2 grays that sort of sheen or separate into like a peachy pink color, and so it just looks really pretty with this pen. So this has been very special, and I've been using it quite a bit. I keep it in its little case. It's just lovely. All right, so that's the new felt pen. Now, I think I've shown these. These are all my TWSBIs, and I've shown these. I haven't changed anything about these. So that's the same as in the last video. I'm not going to bore you with that. The first thing I did was I inked up my Lamy. This is a Lamy Safari left-handed model. So Lamy Safari left hand nib. The color is called Charcoal. It's nice because it has the black nib. This nib is fabulous. And the ink is Pilot. Oh, it's the blue black. I can't remember what it's called right now. Oh, I don't remember. It's just the Pilot Iroshizuku blue black. I don't remember what it's called, so it's a nice one. I'm just going to say blue black. And this is the left-hand nib, which is kind of like a medium. This pen, you know, it's nothing great and special, but the more I used it, the more comfortable it was in my hand. And sometimes if I know I'm going to be writing for like 3 hours, I will use this pen, especially if I'm, you know, I don't want it to be too crazy in color. And so I keep a rather muted, subdued ink in it. But isn't that a beautiful ink? I wish I knew the color. Let me look for you. Hold on. I know it's right over here somewhere. Shoot. No. Shinkai. It's called Shinkai. Let me write that down. But it's a really, really nice blue black, and it flows just gorgeous. It has beautiful shading. So Shinkai. So that's the first one I inked up. Then I inked up, I have another TWSBI Eco, and these I call my magic wands. I have several magic wands, and I'll show you those. These are my magic wands. All right, these are special, and I keep sparkly ink in these pens. This is a TWSBI Eco, and in it I have a sample of Dominant Industry? The same friend who sent me that pen sent me this ink, and it's a sample. It's called Autumn Forest. I think it was Dominant Industry. So this is a TWSBI Eco. And cream with rose gold trim. I love TWSBI pens. This is a medium nib. And this ink, I think it's called Dominant. Yeah, it is. Dominant Industry. And the color is called Autumn Forest. So you can tell it's a really beautiful muted green, but it has rose gold shimmer in it. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but it's got rose gold shimmer in it. It's so pretty. And what I love about it is that I have another ink, and this one's fairly new, and I'm actually just agreed to be an affiliate for Ferris Wheel Press, which means they'll send me 1 or 2 inks every month or so, and I just review them for them, which is kind of fun. And then my followers will get a discount eventually. That should be coming soon. So this is this pen is a TWSBI Diamond, and it has a bold nib, which is really necessary for this ink I'm about to show you. This ink is by Ferris Wheel Press. It's called Radiant Rose Wing, and it came to me in a tiny little round bottle. Let me just show you because it's so freaking pretty. Use that too. All right, so This is Radiant Rose Wing. It came in this little bottle. Do you see all the shimmer in it? It looks dark in the bottle, but wait till you see it. And then this is what I'll show you after that. This is called Frontenac Blue. It came in a different bottle, but also shimmery and gorgeous. All right, so this is, again, this is a TWSBI. So you can see that the ink is fairly pale. It's this beautiful coral pink. This is a TWSBI Diamond. And this is the colorway Iris. And it's a broad nib. And the ink is Ferris. So I first put this ink in a medium nib and it wouldn't even come out. The ink is like, it's too light, too watery, too fluid. It really needs a bold, broad nib. Ferris Wheel Press, it's called Radiant Rose Wing, but it might be the most beautiful ink I've ever used. So you will see, I hope you can see the shimmer. But the color of the shimmer in this is the same color as in the Autumn Forest. It's this beautiful coral. And it's luminous on the page. It really, really is. It is a pleasure to write with and look at as you're writing. I absolutely love it. The Frontenac Blue is in this pen. This is also a TWSBI Iris, but this is the VAC version. And this is the Frontenac Blue. And so anytime you use shimmery ink, and I like to put shimmery ink in pens like TWSBI's because you can take them apart and clean them completely, and they're not overly expensive, right? So you don't worry about ruining the feed. And you can replace the feed. So TWSBI's are great pens. And plus, you get this demonstrator window where you can see all that beautiful ink swirling around. They are really like magic wands. So this is the TWSBI. This is a medium nib. This ink worked perfectly in it. And this is the VAC. I think it's 700. I don't know. And it's also the Iris model, which I love so much. And this is a medium. And this ink is Ferris Wheel. Press. Frontenac, Frontenac Blue. It's so pretty. It's like a muted aqua. You get a little bit of gray-green in there. It is, and it's got the most gorgeous, like, cool blue shimmer. Beautiful. And this is Midori MD paper, which is not the greatest, right, for shimmer. Now this one, so if you put this on a Tomoe River paper, for instance, it'd be crazy. How am I doing in this one? No, I got ink in here. Huh. So this is a Bennu pen. I've had this a couple years now. It's the Briolette version. Most of their pens are way too blingy for even me who loves glitter, but this one I thought was so beautiful. I love the facets and how the resin catches the light, and I love the glitter in this pen. It's called Storm. This is a medium nib, and it's a great nib. This is one of the most comfortable writers that I have. It feels really nice in the hand. It is not postable, by the way. You cannot post this pen. But it's so comfortable in my hand. So this is a Bennu Briolette. And this is a medium nib. And this is the colorway Storm. And again, I had this happen yesterday where I got a couple little skips with this ink. So it may not like glitter ink, but I'm gonna persevere with it anyways. The ink is by Waringal, and it's called Half Moon in Dimmed Light. And I know I've talked about this ink before because it is truly a favorite. So this ink is a muted gray with a gorgeous blue shimmer. It's a stunning ink. It's really fun to write with. Very, very pretty. And I love it because from the top, if you're just looking down at the document, you can see where I stretch the nib a little bit to get the ink flowing. I normally don't have to do that with this pen though, so it makes me think that it just doesn't like glitter. And that's very possible. So when I'm done, or if it continues, if it persists backed up, then I'll flush it really well and put a regular ink in there. And then finally, a pen that I bought myself when I sold my first book and received payment for it. And it was my first like really fancy fountain pen other than a Lamy Safari. I think that was the most expensive one I had. And I still don't have terribly expensive pens, but I mean, their pens can cost a lot of money. But this is an Adagio by Stipula. The color was called Sea Glass. I absolutely fell in love with it. It is a piston filler, so that means it doesn't have a cartridge. You just screw this thing here and it soaks up the ink through the nib. The material on this pen is so stunning. Oh, I absolutely love this pen. You can post it. I typically don't because it feels too heavy to me. But this pen has a stub nib. And let me just show you how beautifully it writes. So this is Stipula. It makes your handwriting so expressive. Adagio, and this is a stub nib. And this ink is by Waringal. And it's called Path. And Path is a beautiful golden olive green with gold shimmer. It has incredible shading, which means you get really light areas and really dark areas. It's just a joy. And honestly, when I put this ink in this pen, I just fell in love because I haven't always loved this pen. I loved the way it looked, but apparently the inks that I had put in it before just didn't agree with it. And that happens sometimes. And so with this ink, it's just like stunning. And look how pretty they look together. It picks up this beautiful bronzy olive within the resin. It makes me so happy, I can't even tell you. It's just joy. And you can see it has a ton of gorgeous shimmer in it. It's really, really beautiful, and I love that combination. So that's the fun that I've been having while I've been recovering. I've been doing a lot of writing, working on I finished one manuscript, and I'm like halfway through another, and being at my desk has been a joy. It's been a pure joy. So yeah, pretty neat. I love sparkly inks. I just love them. Just love them. And then I have my Twispies inked up. But these are my magic wands. And I write my manuscript with them. I wake up every morning, I choose the magic wand for the day, and I start getting my words down. And it just makes all the difference. It's just so much fun. It doesn't improve my writing, but it just makes it just, I don't know, delightful. Moments of bliss at your desk. All right, everyone, I really, really appreciate you being here. I'm going to try to be here more often this year. Just sharing fun things. Yeah, so I would love to hear what's new for you, what your favorite pen and ink combinations are right now. Yeah, all right. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Take care.